Welcome back, guys. So today I'm going to talk about a specific method of tree map which we have in the tree map, and there are a few common methods which we have in the hash map, linked hash map, and tree map. I will try to cover it, right? So whatever we have seen till now in the map, which is more than enough for your tree map and for your hash map and linked hash map. Apart from that, there are a few specific methods we have in the tree map which we need to understand, right? So if you look at here, I have created the object of two class. One is hash map and one is tree map. Okay, and the basic difference, you know, that hash map will not maintain the insertions order, whereas your tree map will maintain the insertions order. And always when you add the object to the tree map, it should be of type comparable or comparator. Okay, which we have seen that. What is this keep distance? So the keep distance is just one private method which I have designed here. This will do nothing, just it will keep one empty line, then it will print a star, and then it will keep one more line. Okay, this I just wanted to I wanted to use this method just to keep some just keep some gap in between the output. Okay, so I'm calling the method called keep distance. This is just for printing purpose. Okay, then if you look at in the tree map, what is the object I'm storing the object of type integer and string, right? And this is your tree map. So where you have the different data, where you have key as an integer and value as a string, and then I'm printing the tree map, right? Now there is a method called clone method. This method is applicable for all your hash map, your linked hash map, your all the map classes has this clone method, right? Because you know that whenever you create an object of any class, you will have clone available for that object, right? And if you go in the hash map class or any map class, okay, we override the clone method, which we have seen that earlier also. So if you'll go to the tree map, press control click on tree map. When you go inside, this is your tree map class, which extends abstract map, navigable map, clonable and serializable. And then when you write here clone, so you can see that when you do control O and write clone, you can see that here you have clone method which is overridden from the object class, right? So clone method is overridden from the object class. So you can call the clone method on this object, and you don't need to implement, your class need not to be clonable type, because here your map is internally implementing the clone method. Now when you do map.clone, the return type of this guy is the object, right? Return type is the object, which is the super class of all the classes, right? So what we need to do, that is we need to cast this object into tree map of data integer, key as an integer and value as a string. So I'm doing that type casting because I want the data in the form of map, and my data should be of type key is equal to integer object and value is equal to string object. So I need to typecast, right? I need to typecast so that my return type will be of tree map of integer and string. So if you will print this clone, and the original both will be the same, because you know that when you perform clone method on any map class, you will get a shallow copy. Okay, you will get a shallow copy, and I have covered enough for the shallow copy and deep copy in my previous videos, previous example, so I don't need to repeat again. But here I just wanted to cover the clone method. Even when I was talking about the hasset classes, I covered clone method in very details, right? So if you know that, you know this, right? So it's like the concept remains same in all the collection classes, it will not change. And in hasset classes I have also covered how you can do deep cloning and all that. Okay, so concept remains same, you can try the same concept here. But this clone, why I covered, because this will give you the shallow copy. The shallow copy means if you'll do any modifications with the cloned object, your original object will get modified. But here what happens is, there is one catch in the shallow copy. When your any collection class has a data of type primitive, when your collections class, any of the collection class, has a data of type primitive or a string, even though you will do a shallow copy, okay, your cloned object will not modify the original one, and original will not modify the cloned one. The reason is, when we do a cloning happens when we do a cloning for the primitive data type or the instance type or a string type, what happens is the value for the object will get cloned. Okay, so the value for object will get cloned. That is the reason, even though you do a shallow copy for this primitive data type or instance type, through cloned object you cannot modify the original one. Okay, whereas when you have a reference type, when you perform the cloning for the reference type, you can modify the original object through the cloned one. Right, now these clone operations will be performed on any map class, hash map, tree map, or linked hash map. Okay, and this will give you the same data, so we don't need to focus much here. Then this tree map, whatever tree map you have seen that, and you have this record in the tree map, there is a method which is a specific to tree map called descending key set. So what is descending? So when you perform dot descending key set on this method, right, it has a method called descending key set. This is the one. You can look at here, descending key set. What is the return type? Navigable set of type integer. Okay, because this will give you your key in the descending order. Right, you know that your tree map stores the key based on ascending by default. By default, tree stores the key in the ascending. You can write the notes here also, like by default tree map stores key in ascending order. Okay, this is by default. Now let's say you need a key in the descending order. So when you want a key in the descending order, you can go for descending key set. This descending key set return type is the navigable set. And in angle bracket it is an integer, because the key which you have stored in the map is the integer, so you will get an integer. Now when you print this, only key will get printed. Okay, this is descending key set. Now similarly, descending map. What is descending map? So the descending map is when you know that when you store the data in the tree map, the data will be the key, basically the key will be in the ascending order. So stores, you can see that you can write here object. Okay, stores object in the ascending order. But what I want a map, the entire map, okay, in the descending order. So I can call this method. So this will give in the descending order. Descending order means it will give you in the reverse order. Okay, and guys, one more thing, when I'm printing here, I'm adding that print 1 plus print 2 plus, so that when we see the output, we can know that for what print we want to see the output. So this I'm just appending for the visibility purpose, that I will show you how this will help you. Right, print 5. Right, so descending map, what it will do, the name itself explains that this will give you the map in the descending order. When you remove this, and when you place mouse over here, click on create local variable, you can see that it is the navigable map of type integer and string, which is nothing but a map. Right, now what is this first entry method? Right, what is the first entry method? So this first entry method will give you the object. Right, it will give you the object which was entered first. This will give you the object which was entered first. Right, this will give you the object which was entered first. So in this object was entered first, so you'll get 10 comma test1. Okay, and then you have a keep distance. So after this, I'm again calling a keep distance method. The keep distance method will just, what it will do, it will keep one space, it will print a star, and then it will keep one more space. So first we will see the output till here. Okay, whatever method we learned till here, we will try to see the output, and then we will go ahead. So let's run this. Right, I was mentioning that one space, a star, and one space. So look at the print 1 output. So the print 1 output, which you can see that in the print, it's a tree map, which is your actual map. And what is print 2? Print 2 is the cloned. So you printed the cloned one. There is no difference. You can see that both the output is same. Then what is descending key? Okay, when you print a descending key, you can see that your key is getting printed, print 3 descending key, your key is getting printed in the descending order. You can see that the key is getting printed descending order. So what is the key? It stores the tree map 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60, right? This is the order in which tree map will store. But when you say descending order, you get 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, right? Then print 4 descending map. So look at the print 4 result and print 2 result. So this is the print 2 result, right? Which means your map will be in the ascending order. You can see that test 10 test 1, 20 test 2 and 30 test 3, 40 test 4 and all that, right? But if you look at when you say descending map, your entire map will be in the descending order. Okay, you can see that first 60 came, 60 test 6, then 50 test 5, then 40 test 4, right? So this is the benefit. So these methods you will get only in the tree map. These methods like descending key set, descending map, you don't have in the hash map and linked hash map. This is specific to the tree map. Now when you go to first entry, so look at here, first entry, what you are getting, that 10 comma test 1, because in the map the first entry is 10 comma test 1, right? So you will get the first entry as 10 10 test 1, which is a key value pair. So first entry will help you for that, right? Now again we'll go to the second batch. This is the last entry, so the name itself says that the last entry. So what would be the output? This is the output, tree map 60 test 6. This is the output because the name itself says that last entry of the map, right? Now what is the floor entry? Okay, what is this floor entry? So floor entry, what it will tell you? So if you go and if you look at the print number 7, right? When you look at here, see here, print number 7, which is nothing but floor entry, right? So the difference here is this floor entry, what it will do, it will check for the entry. Okay, it will check for the entry. If that is present, you will get data for that. You can see that 30 comma test 3, this is the data, key value pair you will get. Okay, so this print 7 and a space is coming because we are appending the print 7 and a space. But when you say floor test, 30 is equal to test 30 is equal to test 3 will come, right? But when you look at this print 8, okay, look at the print 8. So when you say floor entry 300, what will happen? When you say floor entry 300, do you have 300 here? No, right? Do you have 300 here? No. So but still if you look at the print 8, you are getting the output as an 60 is equal to test 6 for floor entry 300. Why you are getting this output 60? Why you are getting key 60 value test 6? The reason is when you go inside this method of floor entry, what it will do, it will give you either equal or whatever less than that, So when you go to this floor entry method, press control click on floor entry. When you come here, if you look at internally, it calls export entry, right? Internally it will call export entry. So when you go inside that, so return simple immutable entry for entry or null if null. Okay, then internally also it makes one more call, simple immutable entry. So if you'll go inside that, create an entry representing the same mapping as an specific, enter the entry to the copy. So there's a lot more things happens. Okay, you don't need to go very deep into that, but generally what happens is, to make you understand the floor entry, if this entry is match, it will return. If entry is match, it will return. If entry is not match, so it will just return one less than that. Okay, it will just return one less than that. To explain you, if I will go here and if I will add 31, assume that if I will add 31 and here I will write 31. So what I will do here is, okay, I will not write 31 here, let me remove this. What I will do here is I will go here and write 31, right? So when it was 30, the output was 30 comma test 3 because it was matching, right? I made it now 31. Now what it will happen, your output will be the same because it will look for the map what is lesser than that. Okay, so look at here, your output is same for print 7. For print 7 your output remains same, 30 test 3. So this what floor entry it will do is, if the entry is matching it will return the entry. If it is not matching it will just return first lesser value, first less value. It will just return first less value than the key, than the entry you are looking for. Okay, the first less value than the entry you are looking for. So you know that in map, in any map, this is nothing but one entry. Okay, which is nothing but key value pair, one entry. So when you say 31st entry is not available, it will return 30. Just after, just first value in the tree map. Okay, before 31st is what, 30, right? Which is the first lower value in this map. Okay, got it? Same thing happened for the 300. I'll just change back. Same thing happened for the 300. So there was no matching, this entry was not matching. So what was the first value which was less than 300? 60 test 6. So this will give you this entry, that is the reason you got 60 test 6. Now there is something called, if you look at floor key. What is the floor key? Okay, if you look at here, there is something called floor key. So again, for the floor key here, you will get value for this key. So when you are looking for floor key which is 30, your output will be test 3 because floor key will give you the value for this key, right? So output will be 30. Now let's say instead of 30, if I will go for 31, what would be the output? Okay, let's see that what would be the output. If you look at for the print 9, still the output is not changing, still the output is at 30 only. The reason being is for floor key 31, this key is not available. What key you have? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60, right? 31 key is there, it's not there. So what happens, this floor key also will look for the key. If the key is present in the map, it will give you value for that. If not, it will look for the first lower value than 31st, first lower value, which is nothing but 30. Okay, if I will go here and instead of 30, if I'll write, let's say 29, what will happen? If I will do here 29, so the first lower value after 29 is 20 in your map. Okay, so it will give you 29. So for print, see, you are getting that 20, output is 20 because this 29 key is not available in your map. But what is the lower than 29? The first lower, which is nothing but 20, right? So you'll get the value for 20. You got it? Understood how this floor key and floor entry and floor key works? Okay, so floor entry will give you the complete entry, which is nothing but key value. The floor key will give you corresponding value for that. Okay, clear? Okay, just try to understand, do a practice in your laptop, type this code, then only you can understand. Okay, now we will see that another method which is specific to tree map. There is a method called tree map dot get or default, right? There is a method called tree map dot get or default. See, the name itself is saying that, right? There is a method called, just I am writing in the print statement for printing purpose so that you can understand. I am just writing that print 10 plus, and you know that whatever you write in the double quote, it will get printed as it is. So tree map dot get or default means get this key. Okay, that's what the convention is. So this method will take two arguments. Either if this key is present, get me the key. If not present, then return value is equal to default value. Return value is equal to default value. Now get or key. If this key is present, 300 is present, return the actual value what your map has. If not, then return me the default value. Now what will happen here in both the cases? If you focus here, get or default. 30 key is present, right? We know that 30 is present. So for 30, we'll get the output is equal to test 3. Okay, but 300 is not present. So what output will come? Your output will be your second argument. You are saying that you get me the value for the key if present. If not, let's say if it is not present, give me this default value. Okay, and then I'm just printing the tree map. So why I'm printing the tree map? Just I wanted to show you whatever operations you have done till now, like all descending, ascending, find entry, last entry, floor entry, floor key. This will not impact your tree. Whatever tree you have, it will be as it is. So these methods are read only. Okay, these methods are read only. This will not remove the data from your map. So I'm just printing the tree map. Now then we have a keep distance. Keep distance is keep a differentiation, right? It will just keep a differentiations between the blocks. So we will go and we will try to analyze whatever we have seen till now. Okay, so we'll go for the second batch. Second batch is this. So this I have explained you. Print 6. Print 6 is nothing but the last entry. Last entry is 66. This is your last entry in your map. Okay, this map don't focus because this is your reverse order map. Okay, then first entry 30 test 3, sorry, not first entry, floor entry. Floor entry, since this is available, it will give you the entry for that key value pair. Then floor entry you are looking for 300, it is not available, so lower than 300, the first lower value in your map which is less than 300, which is nothing but 60 test 6, right? This is the one, 60 test 6. Clear? Now floor key 30. So when you look for floor key is equal to 30, I think I did not run after reverting the code back. I did not run, so again I need to run that. Yeah, look at here. So print 9. So floor key will be the 30 because this key is present, so it will return the key for you. If that key is not present, then it will just return first lower than the key which you are looking for. When you say floor key 300, you will get output as a 60 because your 60 key is lower than the 300. Okay, then get or default. So I was talking about this tree map dot get or default. So look at here, what is the output? Test 3. So what happens if the key is available? It will give you value for that, the print 10. If the key is not available, then it will give you the default value what you specify here. For 300, if you look at 300 key is not present in your tree map, right? 300 is not here in the key, right? So when 300 is not here, what you will get? You will get default value. You will get default value because this is not present, so you are saying that give me the default value, and then I'm just printing the map. So this is your map. Your map has no implications by performing these methods. Okay, then I'm just calling keep distance. Keep distance will keep one block, like one space, a star, and then one more space. So with this I'll close the video. In the next video I will start with some more methods of tree map. Thank you guys, thank you for watching this.